Classic truck rescue. Had a little problem today. Got a bunch of problems coming. Jamie, what are you doing?
Trying to get the caps off these, like, non-user friendly new school gas cans that I can't stand.
Why are you filling all those gas cans up out of old McDonald with his 100-gallon take it? Non-ethanol gasoline. What?
We're supposed to be getting the worst storm in 10 years, and our creek's already filling up, and our roofs have already come off, and I already ran the road apple into your trench.
I wasn't going to tell anyone about that.
I was gonna, because
you know what? I was tempted to video him sitting there. Your road apple truck sitting in the ditch I dug for our electric.
And you know what would have been even funnier?
What?
Watching me pacing around yesterday, like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I have to tell him I did this. Oh my gosh, there's no way I can get it out on my own. But hopefully he can see the comedy in it and not the bad thing.
I see comedy right now.
So anyways, Rick's taking a trench for our power, and I ran the front passenger side tire right down in the...
But what I do, I learned from my lesson from when you got the dump truck stuck, didn't I?
Thank you, because you know what? I punished myself enough worrying about
I
how
thought
you were
about
gonna
that.
react.
I thought about that, and I thought Stevie probably already feels bad about
I sat on
that.
the couch last night, bit all my fingernails off while we were sitting there watching TV because I wanted to tell you so bad.
Yeah, I told her that the roofs had screwed up on the shop. But anyway, one of our roofs failed, and we're supposed to get a ton of rain, and if that fills up with water where it's sagging, we're screwed. But not only that, but another of our roofs failed, and this is just a tarp, and I get that, and you know, they're only supposed to last a year, and I get that, but that baby's wide open, just split all the way down the middle today, and one gust of wind took both roofs out. Yeah, and we like having a roof over our home. That's our home right there. We like having a roof over our home. Yeah. We completely remodeled this thing, and I don't want to take a chance on having to remodel it again, a third time. Anyway, other problem is the stream's filling up. Now, I've always thought that this was the best place for our home because this bank on our home side is a lot higher than that bank on our island side. But the problem is, we got a water pump down in there, and I was chasing the cord and found the end of it is about 3 feet above where the water is, so it's a little too late to get the pump out of there, but we hurried up and hooked it up, elevated that line, hooked it up, and decided to go ahead and fill our water tanks. And this is a sketchy video. There's a nice shot of the roof for you. I got some, went and got some new materials, including a one-piece tarp that'll cover that whole thing, and it's supposed to be guaranteed to last a little longer than the one that's up there right now. That was a temporary thing. We put it in last winter, but I got to go deal with this stuff. And yeah, we got the tanks filling up, so at least we'll have plenty of water. We got the generators running good. Got our fuel, 100-gallon fuel tank filled up, so we have plenty of gas for the generator. Have a good working backup generator on the back of old McDonald. And first thing I got to do is get this up, because if those drooping spots down there fill up with water, they're huge. They're a lot bigger than it looks like right there. And if they fill up with water, which I'm thinking we're going to get.
Modern day gas pumps were like this, and everybody had to crank their gas to drive. I bet a lot more people would be riding bicycles, because that would freaking suck. Like 2 hours just when there's 2 people in front of you.
Anyway, I'm going to go show you guys what we've been doing out here. We're getting a lot of the parts inside. Anyway.
Road apple's clutch is on too, so he doesn't want to move.
Yeah, I didn't have any trouble moving him.
Try him.
Try him what?
To move him.
You're looking over there behind me.
Because he's back there.
He's back here? Oh, you mean where you left him?
That's because he wouldn't go anymore.
He wouldn't go anymore.
He won't go in first gear. I put him
So
in
you think I should go move him and put him where we normally park him?
If you get him, if his clutch will go.
If I can get his clutch to go? All right. I'm just going to show everyone where we normally park the road apple real quick. Hang on. This will only take a second. So this is where we normally park the road apple. Oh. Honey?
Yeah.
There's somebody parked. Honey?
What? She already put him over there.
There's somebody parked in road apple's spot. Yeah. Huh. Not saying anything about women drivers.
Oh,
What?
Is the backhoe in his spot?
No, road apple's in his spot.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. I got over that clutch issue.
But his clutch is going.
It wasn't the clutch, honey. It was the bald tires. Yeah, on the grass. Yeah, and tree limb under one of the tires. And the tree limb under one of the tires. Yeah, you got to watch for obstacles when you drive, honey. You know, my mom and you have some things in common when it comes to just going no matter what's in front of you. Oh, look at that smile.
I didn't know that was that close, and I couldn't see through his windshield. It was raining, and all of a sudden, bloop. You shoe hush.
Was it bloop or was it thud? Because
Jet, you better not tell him.
I should have got some video of that truck when it was in the ditch.
Everybody, Jet's like
It's all good, honey.
paddling on.
Pump your gas. How about to go fix some tents? Love you.
Show him the creek.
Love you. I did show him the crease. I did show him the creek. What are you doing? What? Come on, Anna. Come on, Anna. Let's go show him the ditch. Anyway, put in a marathon day out here the other day. My buddy Roger from Silverton. Some of my longtime viewers might remember Roger. He built a custom Chevy truck like Boomer kind of. Anyway, so this is the ditch project, which has been going on forever, because every time I go to work on this, something stops me. But it's a 310-foot ditch, and the good news is I worked from 9 a.m. to 7 a.m. a couple days ago. Yeah, almost 24 hours working, and put in my pipe because I knew this storm was coming, and I really got to get off the camera right now. And this is why, like, some people are like, where's the videos? And stuff takes a lot longer than you think. This is a really long ditch, and at the other end, way down there, I had some other issues with the ground raising up too steeply towards the road, and I actually had to put in a culvert, dump in tons of gravel and build that up, because that ditch goes all the way up there, and it's got to be 3 feet deep all the way minimum. And then but the reason I'm glad I got the pipe in there is because as you can see, the ditch is caving in a little bit because of the storm, and there's worse spots, trust me, further up. But I don't have to worry about that because I have my main pipe in, and this is where my pad's going for the transformer, and if something gets messed up down here, I can deal with it. But that's where Jamie parked the road apple. Here. I wasn't even going to bring it up. She brought it up. I prayed about it. So you're driving along. You ran over the mountain of dirt, and then, yeah, boy, she almost missed it. She just about missed it. Anyway, we're not going to be too hard on Jamie about that. We got it out. I actually prayed out here today because I remembered that I didn't handle it right when Jamie got the dump truck stuck when we were having another storm, and so I handled it right this time because I know she feels bad, and I thank God that we have the resources to get the truck out of the ditch and to fix the tents and move forward. And so a lot of people have been asking for a classic truck ranch update, and there's Jets. We're expanding his area as we go. As soon as I get that ditch done and the driveway down the center of the property, we'll put fence posts all the way from back there to all the way up to the road, so you can have a huge pasture to play in. And I'm gonna go get to work. Yeah, peace out. The good news is this happened today. We knew when it happened, and it wasn't raining when it happened, and hasn't rained since it happened, which is good because I've left this roof just covered under the Taj Mahal tent to let it dry out, and it's been drying out for a year. So I want to, the interior of this thing's completely renovated, and the plan was to let this dry out and then reseal it, scrape all the stuff off of it and reseal it, but haven't had time to do that, so I want to get it covered back up before it gets wet. So put in another all-nighter last night. You know, I might be getting a little too old for these all-nighters, but sometimes I just get into it when I'm making good progress, and I was making good progress yesterday, so I just kept going till about 6:30 this morning. I'm tired of listening to the generator. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm actually running off my backup generator right now, but I had to make this driveway that comes out here. Actually, I want this to eventually be the driveway and to go all the way up front there to the middle of the front of the pasture. That was a lot of work because the ground goes up about 10 feet to the pole out there on the street. So I've got that all dealt with. Got my ditch done, got all my conduit in. PGE already came out here and approved my conduit and my ditch. Told me to fill it back in, but I'm waiting on Malala Communications to come out here and put the fiber optic cable in. I think I did a pretty good job though. I don't know anything about electrical. I tell people that all the time. If I got to do something, I do the best I can to learn. But you'll see that my conduit is above the ground over there, and it's supposed to be 3 feet deep. They approved that because I'm going to build that up down there 3 feet, so that when you pull out to the street there, you're not sitting with the nose of your vehicle pointed up in the air, and you'll be able to see good. And I'll clear all those bushes out where you can see both ways. And but this is where I want my main driveway coming into the pasture. Jet's going to be on the left over there, and our cows will be over here on the right. But as you can see, it starts out as dirt and sand down here, and the further you go down, it turns into more rock until it turns into all rock. And the all rock killed my Hop 2, my 1959 Hop 2 backhoe. Just killed it. So I rented this from a friend of mine, and bless him, and God bless him, he gave me a very good price on the rental. I mean, it's pennies on the dollar, and the thing works great. And I was able to finish my ditch, but right after I finished my ditch, I was backing it up to bring it up here and pressure wash it so I could return it to him, and one of the tracks fell apart. So now I get to help him invest in a new track, because you know, the thing was working good when he gave it to me, and yeah, his other track's gonna go pretty soon because this thing sat in the bushes for 15 years before he got it. But it does run real good and operate real good, and it was running and operating well when he gave it to me. But I'm just kind of telling you how things go out here, you know. First it killed my backhoe, then I rented a backhoe, and it killed this backhoe, trackhoe. And so we're gonna get this fixed up and get it back to my buddy Roger. And thank you, Roger, for helping us get our electric in, and we'll get your baby all squared away and back to you. Anyway, oh, I wanted to show you my electrical post, and the reason that I want to show you my electrical post is because sometimes I call my brother Donnie up and try to get him to share some wisdom with me on what I'm doing out here, and he can't really understand what I'm talking about, mainly because when it comes to electrical, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I understand that. Anyway, so this is I'll put in a new meter box, a nice 10-foot 6x6 post, and no, I tied this is my pull string. Oh, and when you put in, so I had to dig a 3-foot trench all the way from here all the way up to the road, and put in schedule 40 PVC, blah blah blah. But one thing I didn't read in the instructions is that you're supposed to put a pull rope in there, and so I had to go buy a snake and go through it all and put my pull rope in. But I did that. And so as far as PGE, all I got to do is have them come out here and inspect my post, my temporary service post and meter, and then we'll be having electricity out here, and I can shut that generator off. And because running a generator to power your whole property is not economical, but it's what we had to do because we had to live out here, to work out here. But this is my box that I put in. Now I've only got two 20 amp circuit breakers on this one side, and those are 20s on the other side too. My question is, can I put two 50 amp breakers in there to drive these two guys right here? And that's 240, and can I drive my welder and air compressor and stuff with that? Anyway, I hope I got this right. You know, I had to buy used stuff and put stuff together. I guess the guy that comes out and inspects it will let me know. But my question is, because these 4 outlets here have to power the RV and my temporary shop for now. So I'm wondering if I can replace those guys with some 50 ampers, and do I need to replace these GFCI breakers? GFCI. Yep, that's what I'm wondering. But I think I did a pretty good job. Oh, also while I was at it, before I cover my ditch all the way in, I got some of this outdoor 3-wire cable and put it in PVC and ran it about halfway up the pasture, and then I stubbed it off and brought it up above the trench, and then I'm gonna take it back down into the trench again and run it up to the road so that I have 110 up at the road for a security light at the gate and for an electric gate. So while you got your trench open, that's when you want to put that kind of stuff in. So I just thought I'd get a shot of this before I go and fill it all in. It's taken me a very long time, and it's been a very expensive proposition to get our power in here, but you got to do what you got to do. And a lot of times Annabella helps me, you know, when I got to dig. Right, sweetie? Annabella? Annabella, right? You help Dad, don't you? No, we want to, yeah, fill that in. You're a silly little dog. Anna. Anna Banana. You are silly. Anna. Anna. And she's very confrontational. She doesn't bite Dad hard. You don't bite Dad hard. You're not tough. You're not tough. You think you're tough. You don't. You just think you're tough. You're not really tough. Ow, that did kind of hurt. Okay, you're a little tough. You're silly. Silly, silly, silly. Classic Truck Rescue. Big day out at the Classic Truck Ranch. Nice day out at the Classic Truck Ranch. Sun's shining, and we're making big progress today. That is the start of, well, that's a big pile of junk that I got to put in that container when I put the shelves in. But anyway, we're making progress. This is a road right here that I've been working on, going up there to where my temporary power pole is. And I had to put a road in there for the Portland General Electric trucks to get access up to where they're putting my transformer, which is just to the right of where that pole is. But I also had to dig a 300-foot ditch all the way to the street there, and I actually had to elevate the ground right there, and I'm not done elevating it, but all my pipes in, it's all been inspected. I left a provision for a 110 hookup out there, for when we get our cow barn up. And I also left one way down. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That might be it. Anyway, I also left left a hookup down there for me to have power down at the gate. The ground's going to be elevated right there in that area by the road, so you're not driving uphill when you approach the road. Just figured I might as well put a driveway in, since I had to put a driveway to that post, and I had to build the ground up over there, and I put a culvert in and everything, and we might be having power here in about a week. Anyway, another good thing going on today is that the cable people are out here. There's Sparky and Smokey. They're both running and driving real good right now. They're putting in my cable today for high-speed internet, which is good for Classic Truck Rescue, because sometimes it takes me 4 or 5, even up to 8 hours to load up some of my videos. But these guys are all busy down here. They're trenching, they're putting in the cable, and we're making good progress. Really happy. And our country has a new president today. I gotta hook this trailer up. We're going to get some stuff. I gotta hook up our mole. We call Jamie's truck Gopher. So we called the trailer that we got to go behind it the mole. And I gotta hook the mole up because the guy lost some property that I bought some trucks from a while ago, and he's getting rid of some stuff that he's just getting rid of because he doesn't want someone else to have it, and he can't get it. So we're gonna help him get some of his stuff, and he's gonna give us some shop stuff, and I'll show you that stuff when we get it. I like this little thing right here, but I'm way off. That little guy right there comes in kind of handy if you use it. I wasn't using it because I was looking at what I was filming. That might do it right there. Anyway, let me get this trailer hooked up, and then I'll be back and I'll show you what they're doing out there. Yeah, we got pretty close. I like that. I'll be back. Never fails. One thing I've learned about working out here is that nothing goes as you expect it to. There's always something that's holding you up from doing the next thing you got to do, but it's just a flat tire. You can deal with it. Anyway, I wanted to give you a better shot of this out here. And Jamie should be coming in with another load of rock pretty soon. She's hauled about 200 loads of rock so far into the property with Bullfrog, our 1959 GMC dump truck. She loves that truck, and it's done us a good service out here, man. I haven't had to do a lot of work on that dump truck, you know, little this and that. I just put a tire on it the other day. She had a blowout on it, but hey, we got 3 new tires on the back of it now. We replace them as they go bad, and one more on the back, and we'll have all new tires on the back. Small price to pay for all the work that thing's done for us. But anyway, I'm trying to, this pasture out here has a lot of dips and valleys and stuff in it, and I'm trying to, as I lay my road out here, because this is going to be the main driveway, I try to level it out a little bit. And what I do is I put the underlayment down first, then I put 3" minus on top of that, and then we'll come over the top of that when we're finished with 3/4 minus and do the final, you know, leveling and scraping and stuff on it to try to get it as flat and wide as possible. I'm trying to make this a nice wide solid entrance for when we have big trucks come in and out of here, and it'll be a lot easier for them when I get done. But this is just a progress report. I've been working on this for a long time now, and I have footage of when I started. And so anyway, but next step, get our transformer right there and get that approved. That's my box that I put together, temporary post, and looking forward to having regular electricity out here on the Classic Truck Ranch. Yeah, what'll that be like? Give you a little better perspective. So this is the road up here. That's the crew down there putting in my dedicated communications line. But this is where I connect to the pole right here up by the street. But it used to be 10 feet down to the ground as soon as you came off the street. So I had to build all this up like this. And since I'm doing that anyways, I figured this would be a great place for the main entrance to the classic truck ranch. And down there where you see that post, I left 110 bolts after I get everything hooked up for my gate, and to have a, you know, like a security light down here, and then the driveway will continue on down and connect where I've already started it over there. But a lot of work getting this far. Oh, and I also put a culvert in down there. I'm going to put some extensions on it so I can make this a little bit wider, make it easy for big trucks to get in and out. But yeah, so all I got to do is fill this part up 3 feet above the pipe, so it sits a lot higher than the other sides, and this will be cool. Classic truck rescue. I wanted to show this to you because I'd never seen this done this way before. That's Justin over there. He's got some kind of electronic doohickey he's sticking in the ground. Am I bothering you? So what do? You read the ground with that thing? Yeah. And it tells you where to go as you're pushing it? Yeah. I've never seen that before.
My drill has a beacon in it. So right now my head is right there.
So you're able to guide that guy from clear across our parking lot under the ground to right here? Wow, that's amazing.
400 feet at a time.
That's probably a pretty spendy piece of equipment, huh?
Actually, that one's one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah?
Smaller drills.
It's a modulator for you.
That's pretty cool, though. I've never seen that. And these guys bring some serious equipment out here when they come out. There's my ditch. I wish I had one of those boring, shove it under the ground machines. How you doing? I don't know how this works. I really don't. Wow. So I still don't know how it works. I guess they shove 6 or 7. How long are those sections, Justin?
6 feet.
Yeah, they shove it. So you shove a 6-foot section in, and then you attach another one and shove it in? Wow. I thought they were going to dig my whole parking lot up when I was talking to the guy that planned this. And I had no idea that they could do that. I do not understand how they keep that from going at an angle straight down. It's amazing. And apparently they inject it with water. I don't want to bug these guys too much. They're trying to get their work done. But that's interesting. Yeah, they started over here. And they're going to my RV way over there by the flag. Underneath the whole parking lot. Justin, how do you keep that from going at an angle? Don't you have to get under there and then get it to go back up?
He's digging my head up right now. My head has a pitch on it.
Oh.
So I got a clock that tells me which, like 3 o'clock it pushes me to the right, 9 o'clock it pushes me to the left, 12 pushes me up, and I can adjust the percentages.
So you adjust it with this as you're shoving it in?
Yep.
Wow. I've never seen that. I guess there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, I thought you guys were going to dig my whole parking lot up. And the guy that was out here the first time made it sound like, oh, that's nothing. We'll go from here to there. And I was like, yeah, it'd take me about 6 months. That's cool. Right on. Well, that'll give us some high-speed internet for good videos. That's a good thing. That's mine. Classic truck rescue. Got a break from the rain today. And my buddy Roger's out here with his 57 Chevy diesel-powered 4-wheel drive custom-built pickup. He shortened his stacks up a little bit. I kind of like it better like that. But he drives this thing every day. Today, he's using it to replace a track on his track hoe. Hey Roger, how you doing today?
All right.
We're getting your track hoe fixed up today, huh? Roger rented me his track hoe for like dirt cheap, and when I was all done with it, I was backing up and one of his old tracks broke. So I chipped in a little, and he bought himself 2 brand new ones. So we're gonna put this one on, get his equipment back to him. I do appreciate you letting me use your track hoe, Roger.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I broke your toy, but I think it'll be better off.
Definitely gonna be better off.
Yeah, this thing runs real good. Everything works great on it, and it had just sat in the field for 15 years, and the old tracks were dry rotted, but it should be good to go now, huh? All right. Anyway, almost got my ditch done. Fortunately, like I said, I was finished digging it when the track went bad. I really feel bad about Roger's track too, but he's happy to have some new ones for that thing, and we both agreed on what we thought was fair to get it going again and get it better off. But yeah, my ditch was approved, got my power pole in, and I filled most of it in today. I got a little more filling in to do. Then we have to build up the gravel down there by the driveway over the culvert and make that higher, and we'll have dedicated electric out here. I better go give yeah, and we're also building a driveway that comes from alongside that container over there, over here, and it's going to wrap around this tree, go out that way, and then tie up with that down there, and that'll be our main driveway to the classic truck ranch, and we'll be able to get big rigs in here, and it'll be cool. Oh, also, while I had this ditch open, I put in some pipe or PVC and wire, and that post you see about halfway up there is where I'm going to have power, and then I also have another one up by the driveway where I can have lights out here. Plus we do need to get some cows and a small shed out there for the cows, so we'll have electricity out there, and then Jed will have that side, and that's your update. I gotta go help Roger. Got a new track on Roger's track hoe. Loading her up, getting her home. Thinking about it, that was a $700 dig, and if I'd have put that money into my Hop 2 backhoe, I probably could have fixed it. But you know, trying to get the electric in, get her done. Roger really helped us out. I think he's happy, and I'm happy. He gave me a really good rate on renting that, and he's got a new track on there and a new one ready to go on there, and his equipment will be much better off. His truck's really cool though. Roger built this truck himself, all from scratch, and he did it kind of quick too, and he drives it all the time, and it works, as you can see, and I like it. You know, he built what he wanted. Not everybody agrees with the way this truck looks, but about 90% of people love it, and Roger loves it. That's what matters. I think it's pretty damn cool myself. And I'm glad he's got his equipment back. I felt bad about that. It was really nice of him to let me rent that for dirt cheap, and I'm telling you, he didn't charge me much. Or just checking to make sure the starter's still working.
No,
You know?
actually, if the key's left on, you push down, it goes into start mode.
Yeah. It took me a couple of times to figure out that after you start it, you need to make sure you click back one time.
Right.
So it's not just running. I'm sure glad it's back on the road though, Roger. And I do appreciate you helping me get my electric in. Definitely. Getting tired of listening to the generator. Punky got another flat paw. Poor old guy. Anna, come on. Come on. Anyway, I haven't done a property update in a long time. So this will be at the end of the property update I'm going to do. Homer's been helping out. A lot of people ask about Homer. He's still running. He just needs a transplant. And I don't have the facility to do that right now or the time. But he fires up when I need his help and does what he's got to do. Anyway, I'm just waiting on PG. There's Jet over there. Hi, Jet. Jet. And Annabella. Anyway, I got my pad all finished for my electric, and I raised the ground up here a little bit higher. And then there's a lot of low spots, see where water gathers around here, and I'll fill that in some more. But I wanted to elevate my pad where the electric goes, so I've got that done. I've got my post in, ready to go, pull string, and the pipes all covered all the way up to the road. And I still have to bring some more rock in down there and build that up so it's not uphill as you get to the street. But I've sent in all my paperwork, we've paid all our fees, and all we need is for PG to come out here and do our final inspection, and then pull some wire in here, and I'll be able to plug in, shut that generator off. It's very expensive to rely on a generator for all of your power. And pretty soon we'll start putting the fencing in. We've got plenty of posts. And I've got a PTO operated post hole digger for Pumpkin. And yeah, he's a good old boy. And that's an update on the property as of Thanksgiving weekend 2016. Classic Truck Rescue. Peace out. Give me that pine cone.
I just came home and Ricky's kind of happy today.
Yes, it's a wonderful day out here at the Classic Truck Ranch. I got a sticker today. Like when you're in class.
Like a sticker in your thigh?
No, I was up late last night in the dark, in the rain.
Because he likes to do that.
I was gonna say sleet and stuff, but there wasn't any sleet. But it was dark and it was raining. And I was out here covered with mud and pulling wires and hooking up wires. And I want to give a shout out to my brother Donnie. Thank you, Donnie.
Yes, Donnie,
Saved my
thank you.
bacon.
You
'Cause
saved
I got one of these today. It's a beautiful thing, I tell you.
At least it's not red.
It's green. It's green for go. We're go on the electric here out at the Classic Truck Ranch. Next thing you know, there'll be big trucks out here, and they'll be pulling cables from the road up there. There'll be some flaggers out there, and they'll be pulling electricity down here and hooking it up to these that I put in. They go to this. Look at this. This is very nice. Don't ask me what any of it is, because I don't know. But I
That
put
is
it together.
goodness. That means warm in the morning.
It means leaving a heater on at night when you're sleeping. It means not having to put your pajamas on and your slippers and come out and shut that noisy generator off. It means not being a slave to the gas can and going to the gas station every day and filling up 5-gallon jugs. It means the world to me.
It means the people at the gas station aren't going to know who we are anymore.
They will. We'll stop. We still got vehicles to fill up. What?
Diesel right now is $2.09.
Wow, you ought to go fill up.
I will.
That dog is clearing the heck out there. Annabella! Anna, come on! Come on! Be a good girl! Come on! Oh, that is a fast dog right there.
Dun, dun,
That is
dun,
a
dun, dun,
fast
dun, dun,
dog.
dun.
Good girl. Anyway, so we got the. Thank you, Donnie. My brother Donnie, I've been taking pictures and blowing up his phone with pictures, asking him what's this and what's that, and he told me step by step how to hook up all my stuff, and you done good, brother, because we passed first try. So next step, call PGE, have them come out here, flaggers, big trucks, pull cables, and then I just lift this up, plug something in here, and I run it over there, and no more generator.
Yay.
Classic truck
Tell
rescue.
mom you got the power.
Mom, we got the power. I got the power. Classic truck rescue. Peace out.
Let's go see our water crossing.
Yeah, we're gonna go show you where we're making a little crossing over the stream, a legal crossing over the stream. What? Oh, and also the guy said there should be no problem with me putting my main driveway in here. Show him the main driveway, honey. Going down the middle of the pasture. I can already picture it with the fence posts over there going down both sides, and the little cows over here, and the little horses over here, and the big trucks pulling in and bringing classic trucks and taking classic trucks. And
I think there's going to be a school bus stop right there.
Jamie's going to school right now to get her she's going to be a school bus driver around here, but she has an ulterior motive. She's trying to take a shortcut to get her CDL, and I got a surprise for you to show you.
Well, you know what? I have to say, I'm a real bad guy.
What?
Because my whole life, I have had no respect for school bus drivers. I thought they were the Paul Blart Mall Cop of
The CDL world.
I take that back because it takes a lot to drive kids around. But
Annabella! Annabella! That right there is a high-performance racing dog.
you know what that means?
What?
I have to totally change any, every, and all
Don't
of
drink
my
that much.
driving habits now.
Yeah,
That's going to be hard,
that'll be good.
especially when I live
The
with
world's
you.
gonna be a safer place. We'll go check out.
Don't, you're going to scare parents out
Anyway,
there.
I was gonna say, an old friend sent you a postcard, a video postcard.
An old friend?
An old friend.
Grandpa. Really?
I'll splice it into this
I thought
video.
that guy sold him.
He did sell him, but he sold him to a cool guy. Remember the grumpy guy that we sold it to? And
Yes.
I felt bad about selling it to him because when I found
Yeah.
out what a grump the guy, he was grumpy. And even
He
the guy
came from my home state.
he was a grumpy guy. And I felt bad about Grandpa. But new guy named Chad's got it, and he's a real nice guy. And he told us that if he ever sells it, we've got first option. And I told him, well, Jamie's off studying right now to get her CDL. But
But you know why I'm studying for a CDL? Oh, where is he? Where's my friend?
Willie, he's on the other side of the bushes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's alive and well and in good hands. And the guy said if he ever sells him, we get first option.
Yay! I almost had a really fun date in Grandpa, but we got rid of him.
Yeah. Come on, thing. Come on.
Come on, stink bug.